Hey, you guys. I'm here today and I wanted to talk to you about unblocking your chakras. Um, a lot of you think that it's something you can't do yourself, that you have to go to an energy worker or an energy healer, crystal healer, someone of that modality to actually get your chakras unblocked and balanced. And even though it is best to go to someone that does this professionally or has experience in it, it's still something you can do yourself. And sometimes you can correct a problem better than you anticipated because no one knows you and no one knows your body. No one knows the way you feel emotionally, physically better than yourself. So, I thought that that would be our topic for discussion today. And before I start, I have some rose spray that I'm just going to spray in our space here. And the reason I'm using the rose spray is because it has a wonderful, wonderful cleansing effect, and it also has a property of love, self love, and love of others. And I just think for the discussion that we're going to do today, I just think a little bit of love is. And the other thing that I would like to do really quickly is I have one of my bells, and it can be used when you're doing your chakra cleansing and unblocking as well, your balancing. But I'm simply going to use it for a little bit of sound cleansing. Because like I always tell you guys, you have to cleanse your space when you're doing any type of spell work or energy healing or anything, whether it's just teaching, talking, a discussion, anything that is of a spiritual nature. Please cleanse your space. And I'm not going to get caught up on that. I'm going to try to move through everything fairly quickly today. So, fingers crossed I don't get sidetracked. And here we go. I did bring two stones to incorporate into our discussion. And as you know, we do have 7 chakras. And you don't have to use your stones to cleanse or unblock or balance your chakras, but a lot of people tend to use stones because of their healing effects and because they do contain energy, which everything contains energy. So you don't necessarily have to use stones, but they are very useful in unblocking and trying to get everything balanced. But I'm not gonna per se go through each chakra and its description, its information. I'm just gonna do a quick rundown of how you yourself can do a chakra cleanse on yourself, and it's easier than you think. Um, you don't have to have a lot of stones, you don't have to have a lot of tools, ingredients, anything like that. In fact, all you really need is yourself. But I always incorporate stones. I'm just a crystal kind of girl. So I brought 2 stones today, nothing fancy, nothing expensive, but they're good little workers. And both of these stones are helpful in specific individual chakras, but they're also stones that will work with any chakra overall. And there's probably 20 stones that you can use for any and all of your chakras, but these are just 2. And these are 2 of my favorite, 2 that I like to work with the most. And the first one is this little piece of, or I call it a watermelon slice. If you can see, that's exactly what it reminds me of, is a watermelon slice. See the rind at the bottom, but it's really just a little piece of a amethyst geode. Like I said, it's not big, it's not bulky. You can lay it on your forehead, you can, lay it on any one of the chakras, you can hold it. I like to, it just depends on, the way I feel. I always just kind of go with the flow, and I suggest you do the same. But now, if you are more of a person that likes to, do things in steps and, do things in order, if that's what works for you, do it that way, but I'm just kind of a go with the flow type of person, and that's the beauty in our craft. There's no right way, there's no wrong way. There's only your way, my way, which is our way. And moving on, my next crystal is simply just a little small clear quartz point. And just depending on, and I'm not talking about when I work with a client, I'm talking about when I'm working on myself. I will sit the crystals, I'll say in the background, but I guess that's just a country slang that I use. But what I mean by in the background is just like to the side or nearby. But usually I'll just sit them nearby. It depends on what I'm trying to accomplish, what I'm trying to unblock and balance. But if I feel like I need to put this, amethyst near my head, I will sit it up higher, or, I may just hold it there. Or if I feel like I need to put this quartz, at my feet, my solar plexus, my throat, wherever it is I feel I need it, that's where I'll put it. And as you know, I'm not gonna, dig in deep into, each and every chakra. I hope you all know what the chakras are, but if not, they're energy points. And they're round, disc-like points in certain places on our bodies: the crown, the third eye, the throat, the heart, and the solar plexus, the sacral, and the root. And like I said, I'm not going to go into all of their, different effects when blocked, or, their qualities or what they do. I will leave some more information in the description box, but for now, I just want to kind of touch on doing a self-cleanse. And what the chakra points are, they're energy points, and they're all spinning. They're supposed to be spinning all simultaneously. And for that to happen, they have to be unblocked, they have to be balanced. And when they are, our energy is flowing as it should. And sometimes one may get blocked, many may get blocked, they all may get blocked, just depending on what you've got going on in your life, what you're dealing with, the way you're eating, whether you're exercising. It can be, just a number of reasons why your chakras have blocked. And believe me, it happens for a good reason, it happens for no reason at all. And at the moment, I'm working on cleansing myself, so that's another reason I'm not gonna, make this video too long. But there's so many ways that you can do this, and the first way that I want to touch on is mantras. You can simply just sit down, and try to sit comfortable, or you can lay down, whatever your preference, but try to get in a comfortable spot. Try to get still, just like you're going to meditate, I would say. And you can look up a mantra that's pre-written. You can use someone else's mantra. You can just simply say the things that resonate for you. And you just, say those mantras over and over and over. And, this isn't something you're going to do one time and bam, you're fixed. You're going to have to repeat this process, multiple times a day. You're going to have to do it for several days, but it will work. And with any of these, ways to cleanse, ways to unblock and balance, Everyone's different. What works for me may not work for you. Sometimes you may have to do multiple things. It just depends. It depends which chakra it is. So just play around with them. Get a feel for what feels right for you. But these little tips will help. These little tips will cleanse, and they will unblock, and they will balance. And sometimes you can do something one time, two times, 10 times, 100 times, and it doesn't feel right, or it doesn't feel like it's working. And then bam, there'll be the one time you do it when it's just like that, and it's done, it's over, it's fixed. And like I said, just play with them and see what works for you. But the next one is, of course, meditation. And I would say meditation is one of my favorite, because meditation helps you in so many other ways as well, with your inner peace, with your focus, with your, preparation for the future, with releasing negativity. It just helps you with so many other things. And when you do meditate to unblock your chakras, I suggest you make that a meditation session of yourself. And what I mean by that is, when you meditate, just try to clear your mind. And of course, you can't just sit there and think of nothing and think that's going to fix something. But as you're meditating, think about the way you feel. This is going to be a meditation session on yourself. You're working on you. Sit there, think about how you feel. Are you emotionally sick? Are you physically sick? Are you both? Is a person making you feel this way? Is your lifestyle? Kind of break things down. Just sit there and, work it out in your head. You can add music. You can, incorporate the mantras as well. You can do it just like a regular meditation session, but make that session about you, about improving you, and eventually it will fall into place and it will help. Um, the other one is, deep breathing, and I would say incorporate that into your meditation, but you can simply just have a breathing session without, doing the meditation. But I say, all of them work better as a whole. There's more strength in numbers. So, incorporate more than one technique. Also, tapping, wherever you feel like there's a problem. If it's your third eye, if it's, your spiritual awareness, your connection with, the higher power, just if it's a spiritual, try tapping. Tap that chakra. Just tap it. Use your fingertips. Do it fast, do it slow. Like I said, play around with the techniques, and you'll figure it out, because you'll start to see what feels like it's helping you, what feels like it's working for you. Um, Another thing is, you can use smells. You can incorporate smells like scented candles, essential oils. Everything has properties. Essential oils, they have properties through the sense of smell as well as others, and everything contains energy. And when you smell something that smells good to you, it just automatically makes you feel better. It puts you in a better mood. It's not going to go and cure, a disease or anything, but it will make your mood better. And that's a start. Use some essential oils, use some scented candles. If you just have nothing but some perfume in the house, but it's something that, you like that perfume, it's your favorite perfume. When you wear that smell, you feel like a boss bitch. Spray that perfume on. You can make it work, and you don't have to do anything elaborate. I'm telling you, this is all about working on yourself, and this can be done, and it can work, and you can do it to yourself, and you can make this work. And like I said, maybe not just one time, two times. It may be 100 times. It may be one time. But just, if you don't try, how do you know? So just try some of these things. Try all of these things. They really help me. I'm telling you, you guys. Um, when I eat better, when I eat healthier, when I drink more water, believe it or not, You hear people like preaching the healthy lifestyle, and that's not my lifestyle by no means, but I am trying to do better. I'm drinking more water. I've started doing yoga. I've even incorporated some other exercising too. And let me tell you, don't be too proud of me. I'm just a beginner, but you've got to begin somewhere. So just, remember, if you feel good, your inner self, your outer self, emotional, physical, that's what helps unblock your chakras the most, is when you feel good. Because when you have your mind right, when you feel good, everything else is just going to flow so much better. I promise you this. And like I just said, I've incorporated yoga, but really the stretching, and it won't be in the beginning, because you've got to stretch, you've got to get your body used to moving and stretching these muscles. So in the beginning, you may not feel it, you may not see where it's going to help unblock your chakras, but as you get those muscles stretched out and you realize these poses and these stretches, when you get in them, they're not painful, you're comfortable, you're calm. Remember to breathe, and just as you're doing your yoga, focus, clear your mind, breathe. You can meditate while you're in a yoga pose, and that's when it all comes together. That's when your chakras will unblock. And it may happen all at once, it may happen little bit each day, but it will happen. And when it fully unblocks, you will feel so much better, and then you can work on balancing, because once you unblock your chakras, you can ground, you will be grounded, and once you're grounded, you can balance, you will be balanced. I'm telling you, you've got to try these. Don't sit there and be in a foul mood or physically feel bad because you feel like you can't have your chakras unblocked because you don't have someone that's a professional to come work with you. You don't have the money, you just don't have the ability to get to someone, or whatever it may be. And if you can work with someone, great, work with someone. But if you can't, you can do this yourself. I'm telling you, please, you guys, at least give it a try. And that's all I have for you for today. And as always, if you believe, you will receive. Much love, you guys. Bye bye.